Welcome into this week's vlog. I'm going to be crocheting a bunch of new things for my Etsy shop, and I want to start with baby bibs. Before we get into all that, look at this. 69 cents, faceless mannequin head. Yeah, I decided that I wanted to get something to take product photos of my hats with because I don't really like the way I look in photos. I think this faceless mannequin would do way better. I even put a little, it was 69 cents. 69 cents. I didn't even know until I got to the register. Look at this. Look at this. Looks way better in the hat than I do. I don't know why. I don't know how she pulls it off so well. So well. This is actually not something I have on my shop. This is my hat. So that's mine, not yours. Also, obviously, I went to Michael's faceless head. Duh. I got some sticks. Guess what I'm gonna do? This is all for future videos, except for that faceless head. That's for product photos. I might take it out. It might be the new it might be a mascot. Faceless head. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little weird. Kind of like me. I've been wanting to do a crochet jewelry hanger holder. I've been seeing a lot of them on Pinterest and everything for a while now. I have a bunch of jewelry and I don't have a jewelry box because this whole jewelry thing is new to me. So I'm gonna crochet one of those. And I saw these at the store. So I got them, obviously, because it was the one thing I was missing for that project. Future video, maybe, foreshadowing, who knows. Also, I went to Michael's with the idea that I was gonna find some Halloween yarn for another video. It's another video, and I didn't find Halloween yarn. I don't know if it's just not close enough to Halloween or it's because of the fact that I live in Vermont and my Michael's is like, sorry, Michael's. I'm sure that there are other stores that are way better. But I did find this yarn. This is the first time I've ever purchased Cloud Cakes by Karen. Look at this beautiful color. Can you see these? This is kind of Halloween to me, to be honest, like the purples and the blacks. But not quite. I still really love it. It's super soft. I'm thinking future video, 6-day star blanket, or cardigan, hexie cardigan pullover, or I don't know. You guys let me know what you think would be a good idea to use. I have three of these, same color. So let me know what you think. I have gotten this far. I also ate some dinner, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. I have a weird schedule. And took a shower to kind of start my day, even though I already started my day. But technically, I didn't like shower and stuff yet. So now I did. And I did this. So I'm just going to keep making baby bibs today. That's what I'm going to do for the day. I'll check in with you. I think we're gonna start decreasing soon and then work the neck part before we go and finish the trim with a little button. And this should be for a 0 to all the way up to 6 month size. So pretty great, pretty great. I'm excited. I think this is a super easy pattern and it's gonna be cute. So I'll make a bunch of colors. Maybe, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe not a bunch of colors, because what if it doesn't sell? I'll make it. What if I put it up as like custom orders? I already have keychains and pacifier clips for custom orders, but I could easily make one of these quickly and just put these also up as custom orders, because they're pretty simple, you know? Nothing too fancy. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this so that we get something done today. So I finished the first bib, and here it is. I decided to go with the autumn variegated yarn for the edging, and I really like this. I love it a lot, actually. The only problem is I don't have a button for the closure part, so I can't technically finish this. And then I sat there for a bit and I was trying to decide if I should keep doing these bibs. And inevitably I just decided yeah, and then I'll go get the buttons at the store or something this weekend, maybe. So I started crocheting another one in the really pretty orchid color. Obviously it's not finished. I'm trying to decide if I should finish this one and then put it aside with the other one until I get like a button for it, or if I should just frog it and wrap the yarn up and store it back away. I don't know yet. We'll see how we feel later. You see this yarn next to me? Okay. So I have had the Oak and Marlow chicken pattern. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I've had the Oak and Marlow chicken pattern sitting on my computer forever. I was waiting until, I don't know what I was waiting for, until I did a market, until I felt like it. I don't really know why, but look at this pipsqueak yarn. It's super fluffy. It's gonna be the top of the little baby chicken head. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so cute. And I also have the colors for the beak and whatever the frilly thing on the head is called. This is not Burnett blanket yarn. This is actually Big Twist plush. It's basically the same. So I'm gonna use this for like the eyes and stuff. I think it's like the same size yarn and whatnot, so I don't think it should be that noticeable that it's not Barnett blanket. It's a plushie. So I'm going to make a couple of the chickens today. I'm not gonna make too many because I don't have a ton of space to store plushies. So I'll make a few, and then if I sell them, I'll make a few more, and then if I sell those, I'll make a few more, and so on and so forth, and what have you not. So I'm going to like put something cozy on and start making these chickens, because I'm not going to be able to put these bibs on my Etsy shop by the end of the week unless I go to the store again. If I go to the store again, I'm going to spend more money. I don't really want to do that. Could order buttons, but then I have to order enough stuff so that I don't have to pay shipping. I don't want to do that either. To be continued with these bibs. Guys, look at him. Isn't he the cutest? This is the first chicken I have ever made. It's also the first completely finished project for this video, and I think he's going to look so cute on my shop. I think that I also need to make one for myself. I was thinking about making a tiny baby chicken, black, glow-in-the-dark eyes. Halloween chicken? I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think about like a Halloween chicken. Or, you know, white chicken, red eyes, albino chicken? I don't know. So many ways you can go for chickens. Pride chickens, I could do rainbow chickens. Chickens in all the variety. Anyway, so I finished this. I had a snack, and I guess my next thing to do is to make the baby chicken. I think I'm just gonna do the baby chicken in yellow, and then maybe that will be it for today. Maybe I'll make more chickens. It is a new day, and I just got out of the shower. I don't know what it is, but every time I start a recording, I feel like I've just gotten out of the shower. So my hair is kind of like just wet. I let it air dry. This week has been a struggle, I think. The bibs just turned into another whip project because I need buttons. The oak and marlow chicken came out okay, I think, but I would like him to have come out a little bit better. The baby chicken, that was for cursed Reddit. That was for cursed Reddit. I don't want to look at him again. He's on Justin's desk right now. He likes him. But for a quick win today, I would like to use my Addi knitting machine to make velvet hats. I bought a ton of velvet for crochet, a crochet pattern by Cameron's Cute Creations, and I never, rephrase that, I used it and my tension was too tight, so every hat I made was the wrong size, which I guess is fine because I could have just like measured it and like tagged it for whatever size it measured as. But the point being, it is a really hard yarn to crochet with, so it takes me a little longer. Not ideal. I have a ton of it though, and I like the way that it feels. And I made an Addi Knit hat with the baby velvet, so I think the weight 5 might work too. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna make a bunch of velvet hats today. Possibly. We'll see. I don't know how well this is gonna go, so I don't want to promise you anything because this week has been a struggle, and I don't want to get your hopes up. So we're gonna work on that today. We're gonna see how many we can get done. I would like to use as much velvet as possible so I can have a new container to put finished product in. I'm running out of finished product container space, so that's a problem. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that, and we'll check in after the first one. And I want to see, I think I did 115 rounds on the Addi machine with the baby velvet yarn, so I'm gonna try to do 120 because the last time I did it, it didn't really give me too much of a brim, and I like to be able to fold the brim over. Maybe that's a personal choice, but I do like that, especially for winter hats, so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to do a little bit longer, and then I'll check in. We'll see if the brim folds. It should. 5 more rows. I think that's all I really need. I wanted to do a quick little check-in and show you what I accomplished. I did a pink hat, and I did 115 rows on the first hat. It wasn't long enough for a brim. This one was like 120. I can do a little brim with this one, but not quite as much as I'd like. So I did one at 125 rows. For some reason, the velvet yarn takes more rows than my Woolies yarn to make essentially the same size hat. I have this green one finished. I even put a tag on it. I think I successfully accomplished a new product for my shop. I know I already have Addi hats on my shop, but I don't have velvet Addi hats on my shop, and this is going to take out a lot of my velvet yarn, and that's a good thing because I do not like crocheting with it. I'm super excited about the fact that it works on the Addi machine, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna make probably a few more of these in the same color. Not green. I don't think I have any more green velvet. I think that this is just one green hat. I have a bunch of gray, some pinks, and a mushroom color. So I'm gonna use those up as much as I can today, and we will see where we are at. I'm back, and I got sidetracked, but I got my buttons. I woke up today and I was watching YouTube as I do, and her name is Cameron Kane. You probably, I don't know, she seems really popular, so you probably have heard of her. But I was watching her YouTube video and she pulled out a daily planner, and I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. I'm pretty unorganized I am. So I was like, I'm gonna go get a planner because that's what I do. I decide that I'm gonna do something and then I do it. I literally do it. I just do it. No wait. I didn't want to wait. I was gonna order one and I was like, no, I need the planner now. So I got a planner. I went to the dollar store because I was like, they probably got a planner, you know, simple like weekly, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday planner, you know? No, they did not. Then I went to the Dollar General because I was like, they're a step up. They have to have a planner. No, they did not have a planner. So I went to Walmart. They had a planner. But I was walking down the aisle and the yarn caught my eyes. Of course it did. So I didn't buy any. I didn't. I was good. I got buttons. I got buttons of... Okay. I thought I got 3 different sizes, but I just got 3 things of buttons. That's the same thing, right? No. But I got 2 different sizes because I wasn't sure what I was going to need. They were only $1.60 a piece, but I wasn't sure what I was going to need. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to figure out the bib situation with the button thing, and then whatever. Got this wire basket for my markets. Matches the other wire baskets, but the dollar store didn't have this specific round one. So I found that. That's exciting for me, probably not for you. Anyway, that is it for this week's vlog. I'm gonna get more organized and I will see you next week. I almost forgot. I made a bunch of hats on the Addi. 3 gray ones. 3. Count them. Well, you can't. But they're not weaved in yet because that's who I am. But it's not going to be who I am. I'm going to use this planner and I'm going to do the things that I'm supposed to do in the time that I say I'm going to do them.